Testing 1, 2, 3, testing. Testing 1, 2, 3, testing. Testing 1, 2, 3, testing. If audio is working for those who are signed in, if you can drop a line in the chat just to let me know, that would be greatly appreciated. Good evening and welcome to Game 1 of the Park City High Mountain Shootout. Tonight we have the 16UAA Park City Ice Miners versus the Bishop Gorman Division 3 Gales. Playing here in Park City Ice Arena in Park City, Utah, which is a Olympic size sheet of ice instead of the standard NHL. So there's a little bit more real estate that the boys are going to have to compete with. Game may start a few minutes early, as the game before us wrapped up a little early. Gales this evening are wearing white, and I see lots of boys sporting some brand new neck guards. For those that were able to find them before they sold out. All right. Just as a reminder, this is a 16UAA tournament, not a high school tournament. As such, the boys will not be able to tag up. If they're offsides, they're offsides. And if they're on the penalty kill and they ice the puck, it is icing and will come back. So the boys will need to change around a little bit. All right. Go ahead and kick off the game. First period. We have Crochet, Swanson, and Jennings in on your forward set. And Baldy, Posner in for your defense. Miners win the face-off. Jennings in pursuit, chips it into the zone. Brings around, tries to swing into the middle. And the Ice Miners on the offensive and send it deep into the Gale zone. Posner there, chipping it around in the corner. Ice Miners send it back in. Hard hit from Jennings along the boards. And puck out, and this will be icing. Puck's in coming back to the defensive zone while the Gales go for a line change. Martin and Miller, the M&M line, out there with the money line. Conversation between the referees. Only 2 refs this evening. All right. 13:32 remaining in the first period. And no one really coming away with them. Miners come away with it. Shot. Stop by James Schmier. Miners trying to get another attack on it. Not able to do so. And Creel chips it in deep. Tritton in pursuit. Johnson able to hold it in. And sends it over to Creel in the center. Creel moves around. Puck is chipped off the stick. But Johnson and Creel are able to hold it in. Creel sends it back down behind the goal line. Ice Miners back behind their own net. Creel in pursuit. And takes the puck off the stick. Martin sends it in. Johnson there to clean it up. 1-0 Gales. Shot from Martin at the blue line. And loose puck on the other side of the goalie to make it 1-0. Line change on the forwards. Colin Davis, Kincaid, and Jennings subbing in as the right winger on the line. O'Hara and Evan Davis in for your defense. 12:49 in the first period. Miners win, but Jennings in pursuit again, chips it in deep. And Kincaid working back behind. Not able to come away with it, but O'Hara sends it back in. Just off the stick of Jennings. And Evan Davis goes back for a regroup, chipping it up. Davis sends it back deep into the zone. Goalie looking to cover and covers. Face off in the Gales' offensive zone. 12:25 remaining in the first as the Ice Miners go in for a change. Gales win the face-off. Puck comes back. Evan Davis able to keep it in, and Jennings sends it deep. Colin Davis in pursuit. Davis closes off. Davis isn't able to come away with it. Him and Kincaid both battling. O'Hara sends it in just to the left of the net. Evan Davis taking it up. Jennings coming back. Davis chipping it over. Comes to the center, but no one there. And Ice Miners send it out. O'Hara tries sending it across. Evan Davis able to stop the shot from getting off. Jennings working back behind the goal line and sends it around. Evan Davis picks it up at the goal line, chips it out, and that's going to be an ice. No ice, actually. Shuberda sends it over to Posner. Posner back over to Baldy. Baldy back to Posner, looking for a passing lane. Up to Shuberda. Shuberda chips it over to Dunnigan. Dunnigan unable to keep it. Baldy looking for a pass. Sends it up to Dunnigan. Hits an Ice Miner on the way over. Baldy chipping it up again. Shuberda chipping it in, but unable to get it deep. And Posner sends it deep into the zone. And they're going to call offsides. Again, boys are not able to tag up. If the puck is sent across the blue line with another play over, it will be immediately called dead and brought into the neutral zone. Crochet, Jennings, Swanson in. Martin, Miller, M&M line in for defense. Jennings, the hard hit. Crochet, shot off the goalie's blocker and off his glove and up into the netting. Apologies for the shaky camera work. I'm missing my favorite camera person, Carly Davis, who's unable to make the trip. Crochet in for the faceoff. Gales win the faceoff. Jennings brings it around the corner and sends it over to Swanson. Swanson chips it back over to Jennings. Jennings, Crochet, front of the net, shot just over the post. Crochet back in pursuit, is able to come away with it, chips it out to the blue line, and Miller, shot swallowed up by the goalie. .21 remaining in the first period. 1-0 Gales. The goal from Cash Johnson. Money line in with O'Hara and Evan Davis supporting at the blue line. Tritton almost able to get it. So the Ice Miners come away with it. And Johnson chips it up to Creel. Creel brings it into the zone. Comes around. Johnson. Second one for the night. Cash Johnson comes in and lands a second one for the evening. 2-0 Gales. 10:02 remaining in the first period. Ice Miners, and looks like we're going to get tripping. Looks like Creel to the box. Gale's first penalty kill for the game. Again, this is a Olympic size sheet of ice, a little bit wider than the boys are used to. Going to make it a little bit more difficult. Swanson and Evan Davis, Crochet, and O'Hara in for the kill. 9:58 remaining in the first period. O'Hara comes away with it. Again, they cannot ice the puck, or if they do, it'll come back for a face-off. And looks like there will be another penalty on the Gales as Crochet is going to the bench or to the box as well for a 5-on-3. Swanson staying in as the lone forward. Evan Davis and O'Hara to support. 9:44 remaining. 1:46 remaining in the first penalty for Creel, and a fresh 2-minute penalty up for Crochet. Face off in the defensive zone. Ice Miners come away with the win. Lose the puck. Shot wide of the net. Ice Miners looking for a passing or a shooting lane. Sends it over, down deep by the goal line. Try sending into the crease, but Evan Davis there is lift the stick and prevent a chip in. Shot off the blocker, James Schmier, and wide. Swanson goes in, hits the defenseman as he sends it over. Evan Davis. And goal. Ice Miners on the 5-on-3 power play. Gale still up 2-1. 9:06 remaining in the first period. 1:23 remaining on the Crochet penalty. We'll be at 5-on-4. Shuberda, Frankie Zupancic, O'Hara, Sorry, Dunnigan playing left defenseman with Martin on the right. Looks like the refs are doing a quick gear check. Shuberda in for the faceoff. Miners come away with it, and Miners send it deep. That might be considered icing, but they're not going to call it. Again, boys can't ice it. Supancic sends it over, trying to hit Shuberda, but unable to do so, and they're saying no ice. Oh, never mind. Refs were yelling no ice, and then blew the whistle. Doing a quick check to make sure I'm not losing my sanity either. They did yell no ice, but then called it anyways. Shuberda in for the faceoff. Miners able to come away with it. Frankie in pursuit. As Miners have it at the blue line. Send it across into the center. Frankie's able to come away with it. Chips it into the neutral zone and stays in pursuit. 51 seconds remaining in the penalty kill. Frankie pressing the ice miner. Ice miner looking for a solid breakout. Colin Davis hit the hit. Isn't able to get him separated from the puck. As puck stuck in the corner. Dunnigan holding it down. 23 seconds remaining in the penalty kill. Ice miners come away with the puck. Martin puck shot really wide. Frankie comes in. Not able, preventing him from getting a shot off. Frankie has it pinned in the corner. Martin there to support. Davis and Dunnigan center ice. 4 seconds remaining in the kill. And we're back to 5-on-5. Pass across the ice. And Ice Miners come away from the scrum in the center there. Shot very wide of the net. Dunnigan comes away with the puck. Chips it out to the winger. Winger to the center. Colin Davis not able to keep it. And Kincaid walks it in, sends it just over the net. Ice Miners looking for a breakout. Goes to Davis. Davis whiffs on it. Tries chipping it up off Ice Miners' leg. Back to Posner. Posner sends it back in. But Ice Miners able to bring it in the neutral zone. Jennings. Davis takes it away. Goes, chips it in for... Davis chips it for Jennings. Jennings battling back behind the goal line. Beats a man around. Shakes off the defenseman. Ice Miners looking for a breakout, but picked off by Cash Johnson. Cash Johnson, we're on hat trick watch. Kincaid shot. Jennings in the scrum and called dead. The goalie covering in the grease. Still in the first period, already on Hattie watch for Cash Johnson. 2 goals. 6:25 remaining in the first period. And money line out there in full effect with Posner and with Baldy supporting. Ice Miners send it around. Baldy has it at the blue line, walks it, sends it, shot, and goalie able to keep that one. Change of forwards for the Ice Miners. Same group for the Gales. Creel able to get to it, sends it back around. Britton able to get there first. Ice Miners come away with it. Puck back behind the goal line. Britton, the hard hit along the boards. Creel comes away with it. Cross-checked, not called. Britton is able to walk away with it. Sends it back across. Almost hits Cash Johnson. And Ice Miners send it deep into the Gale zone. 5:33 remaining in the first period. Creel unable to come away with it. Baldy, the hard hit along the board, sends it back across to Creel. Creel trying to chip it out, but Ice Miner is able to hold it in. Puck still in the zone. Shot, but not much on it, and they're going to get a. It's like Baldy's going to be going to the box for. As the Gales go on another penalty kill, delayed penalty. Looks like when Baldy and the Ice Miner got tangled up, they're saying that Baldy did a little extra shove there. And the Gales are back on the penalty kill. 5:04 remaining in the first period. Martin, Miller, Swanson, Boucher in for the 5-on-4 penalty kill. Gales come away with the face-off win. Miller pressing along the boards. Is able to hold it in there, but the Ice Miner is able to chip it out. And Martin sends it back around. Boucher trying to battle for it. Oops, sorry, folks. And Miller sends it back deep, but they're going to call icing. Sorry, not icing. Offsides. I'm going to bring this back to center ice. Boucher wins the face-off. Puck back into the Gale zone. Miller has it, chips it up, gloved by the Ice Miners player. Tried tripping it in, but off the legs of the Gales player. And Swanson sends it, but there. Icing. It was going to be an icing, but the goalie came out to field it. Boucher putting pressure. Errant pass. Boucher able to continue holding them down. 1:15 remaining in the penalty kill. Ice Miners looking for a pass. Send it across. No offsides. Shot off James' blocker, and Boucher able to chip it out. No icing. Not enough on that one. Icing waved. Frankie already on the defenseman. Frankie putting pressure. Able to, and O'Hara able to hold it. Sends it up back into the zone. Gale's playing pretty aggressive in this penalty kill. Frankie able to keep it down back behind their own goal line. Dunnigan and Ice Miners ice it. 30 seconds remaining in the penalty kill, and puck's going to be coming back into the Gales' offensive zone. Dunnigan, O'Hara, Shuberda, and Evan Davis in. Ice Miners missing one player for the 5-on-4. Again, 30 seconds remaining. 3:33 remaining in the first period. Gales come away with the face-off win. Dunnigan battling. And the Ice Miners going for a breakout. Ice Miners going to try walking it in, but push off the puck. And puck is sent. They're going to call icing. And the goalie does not field it this time. Puck's going to come on back. 11 seconds remaining. Line change for the Gales. Is that Colin Davis, Ryan Kincaid in for your forwards, and Martin and Miller in for your defense. 3:15 remaining. 11 seconds on the penalty kill. Gales come away with the face-off win, but the Ice Miners able to get it. And Miller sends it around. Kincaid in pursuit, trying to get a chip. Hard hit, and looks like there's going to be another penalty. Penalty for Kincaid, just as we got back to 5-on-5. It's like all right. Davis, Jennings, Martin, and Miller, I believe. Ref's not happy with, it looks like going to send the ice miner off the face-off. Davis in. The face-off. Davis comes away with it and chips it up. And they're going to call icing and bring it back. Wasn't able to lift that one enough. And it walked its way all the way down. 1:52 remaining in the penalty kill. Davis comes away with it. Ice Miner is able to grab it. Davis trying to chip it out, not able to get enough on it. And Davis able to stop it, brings it down, and he scores! Drew a penalty on the way, but Davis comes away shorthanded goal, third for the season. And Boone walks over to the bench. 3-1 Gales. Tritton, Johnson, Evan Davis, and O'Hara in. 2:31 remaining in the first period. Gales win the faceoff. O'Hara sends it up. Evan Davis not able to stop that, but it's all right. So we're on the penalty kill. 1:25 remaining. Tritton putting pressure. And puck comes across. No ice. O'Hara there is able to get it at his feet. Separated from the puck. And Ice Miners come away with it. Trying to establish their power play. Unable to do so. Tritton chips it out. Puck's coming down, and they're going to call icing. Boys need to remember to lift the puck, as you cannot dump it out on the penalty kill. 1:01 remaining in the kill. 2:03 in the period. Gales come with the face-up, but Ice Miners able to beat the defenseman back to the puck. Ice Miners slowing it down. 1 minute remaining. And James Schmidt with the save at the crease. Up close and right into the glove. James comes away with an amazing save to keep it 3-1. 51 seconds remaining. 1:52 in the period. So it looks like the penalty before was a 10 and a 2 for Kincaid. There are two players in the box. Not sure who's serving the penalty. Ice Miners win the face-off shot, but Posner's there to stop it. Ice Miners back behind the goal line. Send it back out to the blue line. Looking for a shot. Shipped, but wide of the net. Stick lifted and into the neutral zone. 33 seconds remaining. Ice Miners walking back into the zone. Send it across. Trip, but no call. Chipped out. Cash Johnson looking for a Hattie. Looking for a shorthanded goal to finish it. Tritton sends it back in. Off Ice Miners player and deep into the zone. 14 seconds remaining in the penalty kill. And that's going to be an icing. Puck high and almost out of play as we're going to come back into the Gales offensive zone. 9 seconds remaining in the penalty kill. Looks like Shuberda is serving the 2 minutes for Kincaid. Martin, Miller, Crochet, Swanson in, and looks like Jennings there on standby. Up on the ice after the 9 seconds expires. Gales come away with the face-off win. Send it back to Martin. Martin shot off the blocker, almost in. Swanson chips it back over to the net. Back to 5-on-5. Jennings comes in. Picked off by Jennings. Jennings having an amazing game so far. But the Ice Miner is able to get a breakout. Martin there chips it away, comes away with it. Contact to Martin's head, but no call. Martin sends it back around. Jennings. Puck comes out to Swanson. Swanson, 1-on-2. Shot off the blocker and wide. Martin comes in first, sends it across into the crease. Goucher not able to get there, chip it up, and that's going to be an icing unless they waive it. Yeah, that's an icing. Puck's going to come on back into the Gales' offensive zone. 11 seconds remaining in the period. 3-1 for the Gales. Do not have the shots on net as they are not recording it on the board here. Shuberda, Dunnigan, Frankie, and Evan Davis, and O'Hara in. Frankie sends it across the crease, but no one there. O'Hara sends it. It's right there. Frankie almost picks up a goal at the crease there. Dunnigan sends it Evan Davis sent it across, but time expires as we go into the second period. Great first period for the Gales. 2 goals for Cash Johnson and a shorthanded goal from Colin Davis. All right, let's kick off the second period. Get these boys fed and back to bed. Zupancic, Dunnigan, Shuberda, Evan Davis, and I want to say O'Hara. O'Hara in for defense. And the Gales come away with the face-off. Chips it out to Zupancic. Zupancic brings it wide. Still has the puck. Sends it out. Loose in the center. Not able to get there in time, but Evan Davis comes away with it. Waits and tries sending it deep. Hits Frankie. Turnover in the neutral zone. Evan Davis trying to get there, but puck shot and high over the net. Shuberda chips it up and out, but kicked back in. Evan Davis tries sending it up, but he couldn't get full stick on that. Puck sent around the boards and out into the neutral zone. Dunnigan in pursuit. Zupancic picks off the pass. Miners send it, and that is going to be an icing. Puck's going to come on back to the Gales' defensive zone. Line change with the money line. With Baldy and Posner at the blue line. Cash Johnson looking for the third. Try to get a Hattie before the halfway point of the game. No real winner of the faceoff. Ice Miners get it back behind their zone. Cash Johnson separates Miner from the puck. Tritton pinches up. Pass comes across. And Posner poke checks it. Puck shot wide of the net. Cash Creel battling along the boards. Puck comes out in the neutral zone. Baldy has it. Sends out to Cash Johnson. Cash Johnson chips it through the neutral zone. Tries to get there in time. Is able to come away with it. Tritton shot off the stick and over the net. Creel in front wasn't able to get a shot off. Miners send it across, but Tritton there to hold on to it. Creel now has it. Sends it back up to the blue line. Posner shot just wide of the net. Cash Johnson looking for a passing lane. Sends it back around for a cycle to Cash Creel. Cash Creel battling on the corner, comes away with it, sends it out to Cash Tritton, but Ice Miner is able to make contact. Posner sends it back in. Tritton lets it go, and Gales go for a line change. Swanson in. Miller in. And puck out. Back to Posner. Posner sends it back over to Miller. And Miller looking to send it deep, but picked up by the Ice Miners. Swanson chips it into the corner as the Gales complete their line change. It's like Colin Davis, Couchet, and Swanson with Miller and Martin in. Liam Marsh unable to make it this weekend due to some prior commitments. So lines are changing up a little bit here. Let's see where they're going to put everybody. Couchet playing at center. Colin Davis is right winger with Swanson left winger. Couchet wins a face off. Miller chips it up in the air. And puck's still in the zone. And Davis unable to get there, but poke checked. No ice. Miller has it. Miller sends it back around to Davis. Davis chips it out to Couchet. Couchet brings it through the neutral zone and brings it across. No offside. Sends it across to Swanson. And Martin trying to keep it in, but unable to do so. Shot and glove. James Schmier. Let's go for another line change. O'Hara, Evan Davis, Dunnigan, Shuberda, and Frankie Zabancic. .10:43 remaining in the second period. And Shuberda presses up the stick. But Gales bench not happy about that takedown. Frankie Zabancic trying to separate the Miner from the puck. Puck loose, in front, center ice. And amazing effort to prevent the goal, but we have another penalty. Tripping as the Gale player tried slapping the puck out of their possession and hit the feet. Kincaid still in the box for his 10-minute. It's like Dunnigan in with a tripping call. 5-on-4, 10:15 remaining in the second period. Johnson, Tritton, Jennings, and Evan Davison. O'Hara, Johnson, Evan Davison, Lars Jennings. Lars Jennings helping out at defense. Ice Miners tried chipping it back to their own defenseman, known home. And Ice Miners bring it to the zone. Poke checked off the stick. And Ice Miners send it back again. But Cash Johnson able to chip it around. And Ice Miners send it back into the zone for a regroup. Line change for the Gales as they send it deep into the zone. Johnson, Jennings, Posner, and Baldian. 1:15 remaining in the penalty kill. Jennings in pursuit almost gets it right in front of the net. Johnson, first man there, and James Schmier there to cover at the crease. It's like Swanson and Couchet coming in to relieve Jennings and Cash Johnson. 9:18 remaining in the second period. 1:03 in the kill. Gales up 3-1. Crochet with face-off. Ice Miners win the face-off. Almost clears the zone, but doesn't get there in time. Ice Miners comes into their zone, and they look to regroup with Crochet in pursuit. Ice Miners chipping it over to the center. Shot off the pads of James Schmier. 45 seconds remaining in the kill. Posner there. Pushed off the puck, though. Posner still giving the problems. Puck out. Sends out to blue line. Shot off the pads. James stops 2 shots back to back. James a wall this evening. And the Gales go for another full change. Keep fresh legs on the ice. Looks like we have Martin, Miller, Cash Johnson, and Cash Tritton waiting for Dunnigan to come out in 30 seconds. Ice Miners win the face-up, but losing in the neutral zone. Tritton in pursuit. And Miller able to send it in. Gets it there to the center of the ice to prevent an icing call. 15 seconds remaining as the Miners bring it through the neutral zone. Dangle around. Almost lose it. Miller covering. Martin goes back behind the goal line, but they come away with it. 5-on-5 play. Creel comes out. Miller chips it up to Tritton. Tritton trying to battle. Tritton not fooled and taken down. Back behind the goal line. Ice Miners coming into the defensive zone, but poke checked off. Shot almost hits a couple players on the way over into the corner. And puck not able to get out of the zone. Matt Miller working back behind the goal line, but the Ice Miners come away with it. Back to 5-on-5. Still hard shot taken to the upper body by Martin. Martin comes away with it. Martin driving. He's got Creel. Sends it over to Creel. Creel looking. Hits his feet. Chips it up and around. But the goalie able to send it into the corner. Creel still battling. Shuberda sends it into the crease. But Ice Miners haven't been able to do anything with it. Ice Miners try getting out, but unable to. Shot by Martin. Puck comes back to Miller. Miller shot. Dingles off sticks. And it waved it off. It doesn't matter. That one's in. Shuberda. Pretty sure that goal had gone in. Puck had initially gone in, but waved off. And when it banked out, Shuberda able to send it in to make it 4-1. It's like a change. Another line shakeup here. Looks like we're going to have Colin Davis, Frankie Zapancic, and Shuberda in with Evan Davis and O'Hara supporting at the blue line. 4-1 now, 6:57 remaining in the second period. Davis wins the faceoff, sends it back to Davis, but looks like they're going to call a bench minor against the Ice Miners. I apologize if I'm saying Ice Warriors. Ice Miners. I believe some comments were made on the bench, possibly by the coach, and the Gales go on the power play. This will be the first power play for the Gales, if my memory serves me correctly. Davis wins face up, but Miners able to get there in the neutral zone. O'Hara chips it up to Frankie Zapancic. Frankie trying to dingle around. Puck comes back up to Davis. Davis brings it wide. Sends it across the center, looking for Shuberda. But Ice Miner got in the way. Puck back out the neutral zone. Sent back to Evan Davis. Evan Davis. Colin Davis. Colin Davis out to Shuberda. Shuberda walks it around. He's got shot right of the net. Shot by Shuberda. Ice Miners have it. Ice Miners can't send it again because otherwise it'll be an icing. Out to the crease. No one there in front of net. Defenseman goes down. Shot. James sends it across. Puck out of this into the neutral zone, and Frankie Stepancic in pursuit. Colin Davis putting pressure, gets a stick on it. After Evan Davis trying to get it back in the neutral zone. Colin Davis sends it, and they're going to call icing. Not able to get much on that power play. Go for a line change. It's like Jennings, Swanson, and Crochet with Baldy and Posner supporting at the blue line. 5:46 remaining in the period. There's 5-on-5 play. Player's still in the box. Not sure what happened. Jennings able to stop it. Has a clear breakaway. He's got Swanson to his right, but poke check by the Ice Miners. Crochet unable to stop in the neutral zone. Shot. Had a look on that one at the back corner, but not able to do anything with it. Ice Miners send it. But wide of the net. And see what they're going to call here. Looks like net came off. Not sure if we had a power play earlier or not. I just know there's a ice miner in the box, but we are a 5-on-5 and no times on the board. Speaking of time, 5:13 remaining in the second period. 4-1 Gales. And Miller able to come away with it back behind the goal line. Sends it up to Tritton. Tritton just out of reach as the Miners come away with it. Sent across right in front of the crease, but no one there. Cash Johnson walking it through the neutral zone. Battling. He's got 4 guys on him. Sends it over to Tritton. Tritton and Creel by themselves. Creel almost able to chip it in and right in front of the crease. Creel battling back behind the goal line. He's got him pinned, but still coming away with it. Creel tripped, no call. Ice Miners lose it, getting the zone, and Tritton sends back to the neutral zone. Creel there, and Creel chips it in deep, and is the first man to the puck. He's got Johnson there in the center. He chips it over, trying to get to Johnson. Creel uses his body, stops the puck. Puck's coming around, but the winger's able to get there for the Ice Miners. Doesn't matter because Shuberda was able to get there. Run a clean zone entry. And that will be an offsides, face off in the neutral zone, just outside the Gales' defensive zone. 3:58 in the second period. And Ice Miners tried chipping it into the zone, but send it out of play. Let's see where they're going to bring this one back to. Center ice? Yes. Spancic, Shuberda, and Dunnigan in, with O'Hara and Evan Davis supporting. Ice Miners not able to get into the zone. They do, and it could have been offsides, but they didn't call it. As Ice Miners go for a regroup back in their own zone. Dunnigan putting pressure. And that's going to be ice. Line change for the forwards. Jennings, Swanson, and Colin Davis coming in for the face-off in the offensive zone. 3:30 remaining in the second period. Posner and Baldy coming out at the blue line. Ice Miners send it over to the blue line. Shot by Posner, but just wide of the net. Davis able to keep it, sends it over to Jennings. Puck comes out to the crease, chipped over by Swanson, but not able to do much with it. Almost picked off by Jennings as the Ice Miners bring it to the zone. Baldy with pressure. Davis separates the Ice Miner from the puck. Puck at the feet. Swanson heading down, sends it up. Off Davis. Davis still bringing it in. Comes away with it. Sends it across to Jennings, but errant pass as he sends it back down to Davis. Davis has it along the boards. Looking for a place to send it. And 3 Ice Miners there. 2 Gales. Davis has it, sends it out to the blue line. Baldy able to keep it. Sends it over to Posner. Posner looking, shot. Deflected, but stopped. And Ice Miners send it back out to the neutral zone. Puck out to Jennings. Jennings sends it deep. And Davis goes the battle back behind the goal line. Davis able to hold on to it. Puck gets passed to the Ice Miner. Hard hit, and they're going to call Creel for tripping. Looks like kneeing. As the puck comes back into the Gales' defensive zone, getting way too many penalties this evening. Again, I believe if they're following USA hockey rules, 4 penalties for a player will get an ejection, and 14 penalties in a game will get the coach. Coach will have to miss 1 game. Puck out into the neutral zone. Tritton in pursuit. He's got Cash Johnson out there. And on defense, we have Martin and Miller. The Ice Miners not able to complete that pass. Johnson sends it back across the neutral zone. And the Ice Miners send it deep. Martin there in pursuit. Martin angles it off, but that's going to be an icing, and it's going to come on back. .131 remaining on the Creel penalty. Called that as a minor penalty, not a 2 and a 10. And there's 131 remaining in the period, so this penalty will take us to the end. 5-on-4. Ice Miners win it, but Miller able to stop the pass, but the Ice Miners do come away with it. Pass out to the crease. And Martin sends it over. That's going to be an icing. Which is fine by me. Martin, Miller, Johnson, and Tritton. 1:17 remaining in the penalty and the period. 4-1 Gales. Ice Miners win the faceoff. Defense shoots off some skates and wide. Ice Miners able to get it. Tritton at his feet. Miller shot off the board, sends it, and they're going to wave the icing. Tritton is there. He's got it. And gets hit along the boards. 54 seconds remaining. And a saucer pass out for the Ice Miners as they come into the offensive zone. Sends it across. I'm sorry, folks. Puck sent out beautifully. No ice as the Gales go for a change. Trying to see who all's in here. We have O'Hara, Evan Davis, Cash Johnson still out there with Frankie Zupancic. Frankie almost able to come away with it and offsides. Just, again, as a reminder, you're not able to tag up in this tournament. Once puck is crossed with the player on the other side, whistle blows. Frankie coming off. It's like, oh, sorry, Frankie not coming off. Yeah. Frankie, Dunny, O'Hara, and Evan Davis. Gales win the faceoff. Evan Davis chips it up in the neutral zone. Dunnigan putting pressure. Evan Davis chips it back up. Playing catch with each other. Defenseman off the skate of O'Hara. 8 seconds remaining. O'Hara tries a shot or through the crease, but no one there. And that'll be the end of the second period. 4-1 Gales. with goals by the first 2 goals in the first period by Cash Johnson, still on Hattie Watch. And we had a shorthand goal from Colin Davis on the power play, the penalty kill. And Shuberda able to clean up the loose puck in front of the net for goal 4. All right, getting ready to kick off the third period. Penalties cleared. Jennings, Trichet, Swanson in to start the third period. Baldy and Posner supporting at the blue line. 14-minute periods in this tournament. Gales come away with the face-off win. Baldy has at the blue line, trying to chip it up and out off the ice miner and into the bench. Puck's going to come back out into the neutral zone. James Schmier in net, having an amazing evening. Gales come away with the face-off. Defensemen send it to each other. Back up to Swanson. Swanson sends it deep. Boucher, first man in. Not able to keep him away with it, but he's got Jennings. Jennings almost able to kick it into possession. And Miners send it through, but lose it. And Couchet chips it up and out. And chips it over to Jennings. Jennings chips it around, and he's got a clear lane. He's got Swanson to his left. Shot off the crease. Almost cleaned up by Swanson on the backside of the goalie. Puck sent across with Martin. Martin dangles and chips it up to Swanson. Swanson asks Cash Johnson. Cash Johnson, puck chipped in. Nope. No, they're going to call an icing as we change lines. Martin and Miller now in at the blue line with the money line. .13:02 remaining in the third period. 4-1 in favor of the Gales. Gales come away with the face-off. Miller sends it back around. Martin not able to get there before the ice miner. Martin chips it back around to Creel. Creel able to get it around the ice miner. Puck passed over to the feet. Icing waved off. Tritton falls. Ice miner back behind the net as the ice miners go for breakout, but Cash Johnson there to pick it off. Cash Johnson causing havoc all by himself. Turnover, shot over the net. Miller shakes off the forward. Miller sends it back out to Creel. Creel out to Johnson. Johnson loses it, sends it back out to Tritton. It's a great backside pass, shot off the goalie's pads. Boys need to try to get into that backside. O'Hara wasn't able to get it Chip back in time, and they're going to go ahead and call an offsides. Fresh legs on the ice. Evan Davis, O'Hara, Colin Davis, Kincaid, and Jennings. Face-off center ice, 12:07 remaining. Ice Miners seem to have won it, but the Gales are coming away with it. And Ice Miners able to send it deep. No ice. No, they waved it off. No ice. Evan Davis has it. Sends it back around to O'Hara. O'Hara chips it up and around, but not able to get it to anybody. And Ice Miners sends out to the blue. Kincaid chips it up. We're battling at the blue line here. Davis in pursuit. So Ice Miners have the puck. Jennings almost able to pick that off. Pushes him off the puck, but unable to keep it in the zone. O'Hara has it. Sends it back across to Evan Davis. Evan Davis not able to hold it. Chips it up and out. Almost gloved by Jennings. Jennings and Davis with a hook there, but not called. Davis working back behind the boards. Ice Miners unable to come away with it. Send it across Davis. Davis sends it over to Jennings. Jennings shot off the pads. Backhanded shot. Ice Miners send it around. Davis in pursuit. Kincaid lifts the stick, separates him from the puck. Baldy chips it up and out into the neutral zone. Ice Miners looking to get some momentum here. Shot wide over the net. Posner sends it into the corner. Davis trying to chip it. He sends it around to Jennings. Jennings back to Baldy. Baldy back out to Jennings, but Jennings unable to get there. Little shot, but off the skates. Back up to Kincaid. Kincaid sending it to Davis. Davis able to come away with it. One-on-one. He's got two guys behind him. Davis trying to deke and dangle. Almost gets a backhanded shot off, but unable to do so. Throws his man. No call. Kincaid battling. And the Ice Miners able to get it in the zone. Martin pushing up. Able to keep it in. Puck back to Frankie. Frankie sending it to the center, but Martin not able to get it. Full line change on the forward set. Dunnigan picks off a pass. Dunnigan sends it back deep and chases. He's got Frankie and Shuberda to support. Ice Miners come through the zone. Martin and Miller on the ice. The M&M line on defense. Gale's doing a great job defensively, keeping it out of the defensive zone and playing smart when it is. Martin trying to send it back over to Miller, and he does. Clear opening. Chips it out to Frankie. Frankie brings it across, trying to chip it in, but unable to do so. Miller sends it deep, and Frankie couldn't get there in time, and they're going to not call offsides. Martin poke checks and walks it back to the neutral zone and into the offensive zone, looking to get a shot. Not shooting it short side. He's going to go ahead and send it across to O'Hara. O'Hara sends it back to Shuberda. Shuberda to O'Hara, but defenseman was a little close. Ice Miners trying to chip it out, but not able to do so. Almost another tripping call. Got to be careful. Poke check. Puck still in play. Into the crease, but they encountered James, the wall. 8:41 remaining in the third period. Cruchet, Jennings, Swanson, Evan Davis, and O'Hara. No call. O'Hara trying to get it into the zone and chips it in, but not deep enough as the Ice Miners go back behind their own goal for a regroup. Swanson putting pressure, trying to force a bad pass. Puck comes out and looks like they're going to wave off that icing. O'Hara in pursuit. She's sent back behind the goal line. Ice Miners trying to center it up. Defenseman comes in, shot. James deflects it out behind the goal line. Good bit of momentum right now for the Miners, but O'Hara is there to pick it up, chip it up off the glass and out of the zone. And that should have been a hand pass. Shot off the blocker for James. 7:49 remaining. O'Hara working back behind the goal line, not able to hold on to it and chipping it up. James able to hold on to it. Puck hitting him in the face mask. And into his glove. Ref there to check and make sure everything's battened down. Money line coming out still on Hattie watch. Cash Johnson, 7:40 remaining for him to get it. 4-1 Gales. Gales with the face-off win. Bring it back around their own goal. Posner getting pushed off the puck, trying to get it over to Baldy, but pinned, which works for me as well. Puck up and over the net, glove by an ice miner, and almost shot, but James there to stop it. Gales really needing to clear this puck right now. Ice miner's picking up some momentum, and Tritton sending it out. Creel challenging. Tritton pressing. Tritton able to get it and hooked. And Gales will go on a power play for hooking as Tritton was battling to get to the crease for a backhand shot. Money line, M&M line. 6:56 remaining in the third period. Ice Miner strike clearing it, but Miller's there to grab it. Miller sends it back down to Creel. Creel sends it back down to Miller. Miller looking for a shot. Sends it back down to Creel again. Trying to get it across. Dumps it back to Miller. Miller walks it up. Miller looking for a pass. Sends it out to Martin. Martin working in the center of ice. The blue line. Sends it back to Miller. Trying to get a one-timer, but not able. Through the legs of the forward. And Gale's unable to keep it in the zone. Martin there to grab the puck, but he's got a man on him. Sends it back around to Miller. Just out of reach, Miller. Miller going to send it back across to Martin. Money line still in. Puck coming out to Creel. Creel walks across the blue. Creel. Shot. Goal! Top shelf. And the Selly. 5-1 Gales. Power play goal. Cash Creel. Off a pass from Martin. Back to 5-on-5 play. And hitting the ice, Colin Davis, Kincaid, Jennings, Martin, and Miller. Won the faceoff, but right to the feet. Defenseman Davis able to come away with it. Sends it back up to Kincaid. Kincaid driving. Brings it across the zone. Chips it over to Jennings. Jennings backhands it just to the left of the net. Jennings working back behind the goal line. Looking for support. Kincaid there. Chips it out to the blue line. Evan Davis looking. Sends it back out to Kincaid. Kincaid hit along the boards, but up. Puck at the feet. Davis comes in hard. Davis able to keep it in. Chips it back over to Jennings. Jennings sends it back deep. Davis in pursuit. Kincaid coming around. As Ice Miners look to get it out of their zone. Colin Davis in pursuit. Colin Davis pressing. Puck back out into the center. Off Jennings. And Ice Miners bring it through. Shot. James loses balance, but able to cover. .504 remaining in the third period. 5-1 in favor of the Gales. Same lineup. Ice Miners coming away with the face-off. Poke check. Out to Jennings. Jennings sends it up to Kincaid. Just out of reach. No ice. Sends it over to Jennings. Jennings sends it back to O'Hara. O'Hara unable to hold on to it. O'Hara sends it up and out to Kincaid. Kincaid touches it, but picked off by the defenseman. And the Ice Miners glove it. And O'Hara walks it up. He's got Jennings to score. A hard hit to the head, and that is going to be a penalty. Another hit to the head. As O'Hara was getting up, another player came in and had a little extra. O'Hara appears in good condition. Martin, Miller, and the money line in. 4:25 remaining as the Gales go on. Go on the power play. Johnson for the faceoff. Gales win the faceoff. Back to Martin. Martin looking to sends it to Miller. Miller looking. Sends it back over to Creel. Creel looking for a pass lane. Sends it back to Miller. Miller taking it back around the goal line. Back up to Martin. Martin back to Miller. Chipped over to Creel right in front of the net. Some friendly words after the play. .137 remaining in the power play. 4:01 remaining in the period. Johnson wins the faceoff, sends it back to Miller. Miller sends it back, dumps it back to Martin. Martin looking for a shot. Not liking the look. Sends it back over to Creel. Creel back out to Miller. Miller walks it up. Sends it back to Creel. Creel to Martin. Back to Miller. Miller looking for a shooting lane. Sends it back to Creel. Right in front. And that is it, folks. Cash Johnson with the Hattie to finish it off 6-1. Cash Johnson with 3 goals to open up game 1 of the tournament. As the money line is buzzing. 3:25 remaining in the period. Kincaid, Dunnigan, and Frankie Stepancic in for your forward set. Posner and Baldy in for your defense. Puck sitting in the neutral zone. Baldy falls down, shot, but off the blocker. Pickpocketed. Hard hit, open ice by Baldy. Shot up and over the net. Dunnigan into support. Puck comes out to Kincaid. Back to Dunny. And puck not able to clear the zone. Shot off the back of an Ice Bender player. Shot. And James is there. James Schmier to pick up the loose change. Keep it to a 5-goal differential. 2:56 remaining in the third. Shot off the stick of James Schmier and over the net. Frankie there to put pressure, shipped out, but no one there to get it. Frankie battling it, puck back up to Posner, trying to get to Dunnigan, but unable to do so. And Baldy sends it up to Kincaid. Kincaid, there, he has it. Sends it across, trying to get to Frankie. Frankie's able to get it, chips it up to Dunny. Dunny sends it right off the post. Dunnigan holding it, 2:18. Kincaid behind him. Kincaid almost able to get to the puck. Ice Miners, bad pass, and Baldy sends it back on net, but off the glove of the goalie. Dunnigan is able to walk away with the puck as the Ice Miner overshot it. So Ice Miners go to neutral zone. But O'Hara there to stop the breakout. But the Ice Miner is able to send it deep. Baldy there to retrieve. Puck trying to get out to Swanson, but unable to do so. But Frankie has it, but unable to hold on to it. And Evan Davis on defense to regroup and hold on to that. He's got O'Hara just there to support. O'Hara's back on the ice after that hit to the head. Cruchet sends it deep, but not able to keep it. Swanson has it. Swanson walks along the goal line, backhand through the crease. No one there. Puck trying to get cleared out. Evan Davis trying to keep it, but able to do so. O'Hara, though, pinches and is able to prevent it. Breakout. Jennings comes in to support on a solid back check. Jennings lifting the stick, making life difficult. Evan Davis in the corner sends it back around to O'Hara. O'Hara chips it over the stick of the Ice Miner. And Crochet able to walk away with it. He's got Swanson to support him. And Crochet sends it deep. 42 seconds remaining. Puck in the neutral zone, unable to dump it, as there would have been a offsides. Ice Miners chip it into the defensive zone for the Gales. Martin there beats him to the puck, who goes down. Puck out to the center. Shot. But James Schmier able to shot over the net. 11 seconds. Gales looking to hold it back behind the goal. 5 seconds remaining. And that is game. That'll be it. Crochet letting the ref know that his face mask is being grabbed in the scrum. And that is it, folks. Gales come away in Game 1 with a 6-1 win out here at Park City. Game 2 will be tomorrow, 3 p.m. Mountain Time, against the Junior Mustangs out of Ogden. And then the Grizz, the late game tomorrow night at 9 p.m. 4 games total over the weekend. Sunday morning will be either a championship or consolation game. All right, folks, that's it for the night. Too many goals to count. Thank you for watching. For those, if you're interested, you can go ahead and subscribe. That way you will get notified when it goes live. And you won't have to run around trying to find a link. And thank you again for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow afternoon.